Hi, and welcome once again to another edition of House Proud. I'm on the lawns of this beautiful home, and as you can see, the home is right behind me. And it's typically the old Jamaican style home. The architect who has been responsible for the design, her name is Ann Hodges, and we'll meet her a little bit later on in the segment. But for now, I want to show you this piece that's actually outside sitting underneath the lawns of the home. This is a mosaic bird bath from Morocco. Isn't it cute? It's just so wonderful. I guess when we turn it on, then the birds will have a good time with a little bit of a shower. As we walk closer to the home, you notice the cut stone, and it's actually formed a mosaic. I'm standing at the entrance of the home, but before we get to go inside, I gotta take a small commercial break. Before we go inside the home, just a sneak preview. This house sits on 3/4 acre land, sloping land, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, kitchen, dining room, living room, family room, pool. Should I say any more? Oh. Now this is quite unique. Need to mention this before we actually go inside. These are brass door handles, and it uses the old style fashionable key, you know, the long old keys, to lock it. The door is made out of cedar, and this finish is like a brushed, dry brushed technique. I guess now is the time. Let's go inside. Ooh la la. This is so cute. Well, I had the opportunity to spend some time with the homeowners because the wife was really responsible for all of the decor in the house, not the architect. Just a couple little things. Even though we have a nice old-fashioned Jamaican style on the outside, on the inside, something completely different. We have flavors of Moroccan, we have Italian, just a nice blend, and a lot of color in this home. Right now, I'm walking on what you call Jerusalem stone. And this is the actual entrance, the hallway, the center point. Think of it like a tree trunk with branches. Everything roots from this point. These 3 pieces on this wall actually form windows, and it gives you a view of what may be on the other side. The pieces here are actually from Jamaica, locally done, but it captures that medieval, that, you know, like King Arthur century time. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little bit hungry. I think it's now a good time to go get something to eat, even though we just came to their home, but hey, what the heck. This is such a beautiful kitchen. The colors are just very cool. It's so spacious, and ironically, it was the husband that designed the kitchen, you know, the way that he wanted it to, because he's the chef of the household. What we got in this wonderful masterpiece of a kitchen, we have granite countertops that are surrounded by maple cupboards with stainless steel trim. All appliances are of stainless steel. What fascinates me so much is the depth of the sink in this kitchen. In the middle of the kitchen, as you can see, there's an island. This island provides more counter space. The countertop is made of granite. And again, you have your stainless steel elements all around. There are 2 kitchen sinks, and this is such a cute, unique little cutting board with a strainer in it. On the other side, we have this wine cooler, superb wine cooler, also built in to the counter. Next to it, we have storage containers for produce. Normally at homes you see either a basket hanging from a ceiling or something on the ground. But here we got them nicely tucked away from everything into the cabinet. You caught me. Every household must have a breakfast area. So behind me is a breakfast table that the family would normally sit and eat on mornings before going to work and going to school. We've moved from the Jerusalem stone to the ceramic tiles. This particular tile is called Ayers Rock and also has stainless steel inlays embedded in them. There's another eating area in the home. It's the dining room. This room is not that big, but can't miss it. The flooring is made from Brazilian teak. I might also add that a lot of the elements of this house, things were imported. For example, the Brazilian teak. We have an Indonesian dining table with glass top in the middle and very unique craftswork on the inner lay of the table, as well as the chairs themselves. The beautiful color of purple on the wall is just highlighted by the fabric that is used for the window treatments. Across from the dining room, we venture into the family room. I'm sitting on this wonderful antique. It's a Victorian chaise lounge, and it was handed down to the homeowner by her mother, just like all the other antiques that are in the room. The window treatments do come from London. And the fabulous paint job that you see, again done by Leroy. I might also add that the view is a view to a kill from both the living and the dining rooms. And from our living room, we come into the family room. It can be a challenge working from home, but not if you have your own office space, as well as some exciting pieces of artwork to keep you focused. Meet me downstairs. This is the entertainment center down in the basement. With its own bathroom. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we're going to go upstairs to the sleeping areas. Floor, but now we got to go to the second floor because we haven't seen the sleeping areas yet. Follow me. Brazilian teak. That's what lines the entire second floor, except the bathrooms. Follow me. I'm gonna go into one of the kiddies' rooms. This is so cool. The colors, the blues on the walls. You have a nice Moroccan feel at times in this house, from room to room. One, because of the colors that they use. Two, because of the materials that they use. One of the really neat things about this room, as is with the other kiddies' room, is the fact that they have ample study area. It's incorporated in the bedroom, but it still does not feel as if it's part of the room. It's separate, tucked in to itself with ample cupboard space, shelving space, counter space for books, etc. And surrounded by windows, louvers with ventilation. And you'd also notice in the grill work on this end, that beautiful stained glass. Each of the rooms has its own bathroom with walk-in closet. Aren't they lucky? Now that you've seen the girls' room, let's go check out the boys' room, which happens to be right next door. And you'll notice something. Each room is pretty much identical. The same concept of having the study area with ample writing space, counter space, storage space, with a beautiful view on the outside, windows, louvers, and unique lighting fixtures. Of the boys' room is the guest room. The guest room is quite simple, yet effective, with a lot of various antiques. It houses a king-size rattan bed, and an Indian chest from India. The cool cucumber green on the walls just makes it feel so serene. The guest room also houses its own bathroom. Across from the guest room is the master bedroom, but we pass this beautiful skylight that provides ample light in this little sitting area before we get to the master bedroom. This is the master bedroom. Quite unique, quite open, her choice of colors. Again, very Moroccan, very Mediterranean. This particular bed comes from Thailand. It's a king-size 4-post, wooden. Even though it is a sleeping area, there's a little mini office that sometimes the wife uses. And it's actually tucked away nicely, so it's not too noticeable that an office is situated in the master bedroom. And this little screen, this 4-panel screen, is what disguises part of it. One of the really cute things, as was in the guest room, is the Indian chest. In the master bedroom, what they normally use it for is to store their television set. Again, we deal with brass trims, wood, and this little lever is what actually locks the door, which is so cute. We open it nicely, ta-da, and there we got our TV. I just love the pink concept. We women have a great advantage, bigger walk-in closets. And check out the cool lighting in this particular closet. From the walk-in closet, we head straight into the master bathroom. Which consists of its own tub, its own standing shower, and also an exit to the balcony. You've seen the inside of this beautiful home, but I gotta take a break now. When we come back, we're gonna talk to the architect, Ann Hodges, who is responsible for this beautiful architecture. Stay tuned. Welcome back. With me is the ever so famous Ann Hodges. Hi Ann, and
Hi.
welcome to House Proud. You've been in business since the late 70s. How did you start the whole architecture thing?
Well, I guess I've always wanted to be an architect because my father was an architect, although he didn't build very many buildings because he was also a town planner and was government town planner here for a long time.
You're
Architecture.
responsible for places like Strawberry Hill, which I love so much, and most recent, the Island Village. Do you have a special love for the old traditional Jamaican home?
I guess my interest and my love is for the vernacular of Jamaica and the ways in which craftsmen kind of responded to the climate and the way that the buildings kind of suit the way people live in the environment. And I suppose what I've done is to draw on a lot of the aspects of those older buildings in my work.
What makes the home a traditional Jamaican home? What effects? Is it just the fretwork or?
Well, it's many things, but I think a lot of it is to do with the fact that the building has a kind of solid core, and then around it is wrapped the verandas and the sometimes enclosed but shading the inside center of the house, and the way that the windows work, that you have the louvers and the glass so that you get both ventilation and light at the same time, and the fretwork, again, it gives you some permanent ventilation while being decorative, and I'm sure a lot of it's there for its decorative qualities.
What challenges you faced with this particular project?
When we first came on the site, it didn't appear it appeared to be a gently sloping site, but in fact, once we got the topographic survey, we realized that it was actually relatively steep. And so, in a way, our two-story house that we were planning ended up having a space below it, so we
Creating 3
used
levels.
it to good effect, making some accommodation for staff and also a big family room.
Well, Anne, what about any tips?
I think one thing you can do if you're concerned about cost is to phase your building. Using decorative means to provide security.
On another level of tips, and this is coming from the homeowner, don't rush out to buy furniture because she has had some donated, passed down to her from generation to generation, and it works well depending on the kind of setting that you have. And I want to thank you so much for coming and taking time out of your busy schedule. She's a hard lady to tie down, folks, but well done. The detailing in the house and everything is just so fabulous.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you. This is the last leg of my tour. I'm outside on the pool and surrounded by lush greenery, a beautiful bar, we got a hot tub or jacuzzi, beautiful coral tiling on the way out to the poolside. It's been such a joy, and I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I have. Until next time, this is Nadia signing out. May God bless your home. I'm Nadia. Join me in my next episode when we feature a home designed by my very special guest, Ann Hodges. See you then.